Hmm.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of our podcast, A Little More Light. Today, in the spotlight, we will be speaking about criticism and how to deal with feedback. And we have Vinay sir to enlighten us on the particular subject. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, sir, now as a teacher, as a mentor, you are in a position where you have to, give feedback to students about their writing, about their studying habits, etc. And you also, at times, you will have to criticize them, right? And you must have seen various, attitudes showcased towards that feedback. Like some may accept it, some may be defensive, and some may even get angry. So, how do you deal with it? And what do you feel is the right attitude, a student or everyone, like all of us have to have that attitude, like what's the right attitude to have towards feedback?
Like it is not about how student responds or receives the feedback or criticism. I think the teacher, the mentor, anybody who criticizes, they should be responsible first. It should be constructive criticism, healthy criticism. A criticism should not be personal. It should not undermine their abilities, right? So it should be very healthy in a way that it actually tells them what is their mistake, at the same time gives them the solution, and pointing out the mistake should also be in such a way that it should be encouraging, motivating, rather than trying to put them in a negative light and trying to undermine their talent or ability. It should not be like that. So now coming to student, everyone will not be reasonable, those who are criticizing, right? So some may be harsh, someone will be reasonable, someone will be encouraging. So now whatever be the kind of criticism, the student who is receiving the criticism, who has gone for feedback, should remember that the feedback or criticism is meant to help them, right? Secondly, they should always take feedback or criticism with the aim of becoming a better person, right? Or to improve their skills. So it should be with respect to how they can evolve, as a better individual to achieve their goal, right? They should not make it personal, okay, and they should not take it to their ego, any of this criticism. So I have come across many people. I try to be as constructive as possible. Most of my students come back to me. So even after I have criticized, for example, I have my own way of criticizing. For example, when they come for essay evaluation, if I appreciate, I will give them 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus. And if I believe that the essay is very poor, I will tell them, what you've written is very basic, you've just started it now. In the beginning, this is what everybody writes, right? A very poor essay, without much ideas and examples and substance and thoughts. So you are in this level right now. I won't give marks to this particular essay because it's a very basic essay, right? So this is what I have seen. But ensure that you keep this essay, you preserve this essay with you, because I'm sure after like writing around 6 7 essay, your essay will be better. And after writing 10 20 essays, your essay will be on par with what the toppers will start writing, scoring 120 130 marks. So then you can make a comparison from this essay to that essay. Some people insist, it's okay sir, like give me whatever be the marks, I'm okay with it. So in that case, if I believe it deserves only 5 marks, 10 marks, 20 marks, I tell them, see, because you are asking it, so this essay, if it is written in the real examination, would get 5 marks or 10 marks or 15 marks, right? But don't worry about it. As I've told you, if you keep practicing, you will definitely reach a stage where you will start scoring 60 to 70 marks. So that is how my journey has been. So the students who comes for feedback or criticism should always be open to feedback, I mean suggestions. And they should also be smart enough to know which is logical and which is illogical.
They have to approach people they trust.
It depends on the kind of people they trust,
Yeah.
right? So they should also know the track record of the people. They should not just go because so certain kind of image is created about this person in social media, or some individuals sell themselves also, right? So through banners, through social media and other things. So you can always ask students who are part of their mentorship or their guidance, and based on that you can go. I mean, most of my students come from the previous students, they recommend them and they come to me. And I try to do as much as justice, and most of our mentors and teachers are like me only. So yeah, that is I'm very proud about this fact. Everyone in our institution is humble.
So I think it's a two-way thing. The student and a particular, like any one of us, should be coachable and be open to, constructive criticism. and the person giving feedback also should be empathetic and provide actionable solutions. Like, it's not enough to criticize.
Very
Okay,
good.
what next? What's the solution? I
You
think
should be
you,
coachable.
yeah,
That's it.
and you do that, sir. And I think everyone at our institute, like mentors, faculties, they do that too.
Of course, not only in our institution, I'm sure like in other institutions, people
Yeah.
must be doing it. So, as far as my institution goes, I think what we crave for is a student who is coachable. Out of 100, we get 2 to 3 people like that. So, rest everyone is not coachable. The reason is not they're arrogant or anything. It is just like they don't see the big picture. They're not willing to learn. They're not willing to work hard. They're not determined. So, they are in the just competition, in the race. They think that reading a book will help them. It is not like that. There are few individuals who come determined, and these 2 3 people are in past 8 years experience, are those from top colleges, top universities, best of the institutions from India.
Thank you so much, sir. I think, it's very important, and students should learn how to be coachable and open to, constructive criticism.
Correct.
Okay, sir. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you so much.